Wenjun on the screen, and there's Divya giving a handshake to Humpy, a formidable opponent anyway, but especially with her form today. It's a tough task for Divya. I think the clocks have started and the games have begun. Humpy opens with d4 on the board as expected. Divya taking.
Be somebody she's likely looked up to as a hero since the time she started playing chess, but now there's no time to idolize. You have to face off against one of your heroes, but your competitors. You're not idols. It is one person versus another, and I think for Divya, it's going to be interesting to see how she rebounds from the 8th round.
Absolutely, and she chooses a very interesting opening with the Queen's Indian defense and going for the bishop a6 move, not bishop to a7 but to a6. What is the idea of this move, Robert? Of course, the c4 pawn is attacked, but what if I simply support it? Do you actually go back to b7 or keep the bishop on a6?
Depends on the variation that Humpy's about to choose, because the common move is queen out to a4 or queen to c2, both of which defend this pawn on c4. And black often strikes with c5, especially with the queen on c2, because this pawn d4 lost one of its important defenders. So if the queen's on c2, the black knight jumps out to c6, suddenly you see an initiative in the center of the board. So Divya is choosing an opening that used to be very popular. We don't see it as much anymore. It's kind of like a Tata Indica, you know. It's got that vintage history. There's a lot of respect there, but it's kind of gone out of style and has been replaced.
Yeah, but it's solid as ever. So everyone who owns an Indica is proud of it. As I am proud of your knowledge about India. I mean, so impressive already. Also, let's have a look at Wenjun's game, because that is the other leaderboard. Wenjun has a chance to win the tournament outright or at least tie with Divya for first place and go for the tie breaks. Wenjun playing against Anna Ushanina with the white pieces.
Yeah, so we're bringing up that game. Jun gets the first move advantage. We have seen the start of the game, so we understand the structure. The dark square bishops have been traded, and I don't think that Anna is upset about it in the slightest. This bishop on c8 is always an interesting question what to do with that, because it can go out to f5 or to g4 or to stay on e6 to be defensive, but this queen might slide to b3 and apply queenside pressure. So this is the Jun position against Anna Ushanina, and both sides to this point have been playing instantly.
Wow, so good news for Anna, because she usually, in the last game, she had such less time already after the 7th move. Here she's gone past that mark. We are 8 moves into the game with 24 minutes on the clock for Anna, so it seems like she's in her preparation. We will come back to this one. Let's have a quick look at all the other games that are going on. Maybe Shuvalova playing a but it's shocking to me because they gave 22% to Wenjun in her previous poll, and now suddenly they are rooting for Wenjun. Maybe they were impressed by her game.
Also, I think realism sets in where Divya had the black pieces. We asked the question at the start of the round. Right now, I actually like Divya's position and her chances. It's a very neutral position, chances for both sides, but activity is the name of the game for Divya. But Jun enters with the white pieces. She is into
Great
the
move.
center. Yeah.
Great move. And the king is such a strong piece in the end game. It does such a good job of defending the d5 pawn. The rooks have doubled on c5, but the c4 pawn is not hanging. There is actually no threat by black. So knight g5, another great
That's
move.
an amazing move. Just to quickly show everybody why. If the bishop takes on c4, the knight can come to h3 with check, and if the king slides away, there's rook takes c4, all sorts of pins here. And that's why we see, instead of taking on c4, bishop e2, a calm choice by Humpy. This game's crazy.
But anybody can blunder at any moment right now. C takes, you must take on c8, right?
But if you take, rook takes, I was thinking I could take this pawn. Oh my goodness, I think this was happening. Rook takes c8, rook takes 8. I think you can take on a2.
Wow, and rook c1, bishop takes, and then you support the pawn after rook a1. This is brilliant.
If she finds that, I mean, she deserves to win the tournament. It's so much more tempting to play bishop takes c8. She's calculating. She might spot it. That is absolutely incredible if she plays b takes a2 here.
Divya Deshmukh in form in this game, in the tournament.
She does it. Oh my goodness, she just took on a2 and she might win this tournament because the point is the rook needs to slide back. The bishop simply takes and retreats to c4. The passed pawn is worth the material.
Wow, this is amazing. What an amazing game by Divya in a must-win situation. Rook e8 by Humpy, but it doesn't help. There is a queen which is going to occur. There is no way to stop it. Yes, knight c2, but bishop takes, and then all her pieces are tied down.
Yeah, this rook would need to win this a-pawn, but as soon as rook a happens, a6, a very calm move. The bishop does protect this. The knight comes in first.
And look at the king on h1, Robert. It's never going to get out.
And it couldn't go to g2 because knight e1 check, distracting the knight away. So every move has been perfection from Divya Deshmukh right now, and she should play the very calm but strong a6, keep the rook away from being behind the pawn.
She plays knight e1, attacking. Okay, knight e1 met by knight a1, knight goes further into the corner, and now a6. She can play bishop d3 and knight c2 next, so rook c8 by Humpy, preventing that, but anyway, bishop d3 on the board.
She wants knight c2. But she just wants to... Oh, but the rook can take on c2. That would be a blunder. Oh my gosh, I tried to get tricky, but I tricked myself.
But okay, rook c1 will be played and maybe knight f3 back. You don't need to panic at all. Knight c2.
She made the blunder. Unless her king is fast enough.
Yeah.
Rook has to take... It is. So the rook has to take, because if the knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, a1 equals queen at the end, just to show very, very quickly. That allows black to queen and win. And after rook takes, bishop takes, knight takes, she calculated very quickly that her king is just too fast.
Wow.
It scared me, though.
Wow, this is an amazing game by Divya Deshmukh. Deserves the win if she gets it in. She just might. She's
might.
more likely to.
And I do want to give a quick shout out to Vantika Agrawal. She beat Nino Batsiashvili, it seems. So if Divya wins this game, she might just win the tournament. I'll quickly flash the game between Ju Won-jun and Anu Ushen before played, and Humpy is down.
Oh, she has resigned, and Divya, look at Divya's face. She's so... What happened there?
She won. Divya won the game. It was a resignation, and Divya's looking up at the other game in disbelief. I think she's almost in happy tears. She's so much energy has been put into this tournament.
Divya, that's exactly what is happening. Just look at her body language. It's as if she's so grateful and she's so proud of herself right now. She cannot believe that she has beaten Koneru Humpy with the black pieces in such incredible style.
She should be proud of herself, and all of India should be proud of her. She beat Humpy with black, and Humpy was on fire.
She's in tears,
yeah.
Robert. Can you see?
No, she is a teenager, and she just might have won her first humongous tournament. So Divya Deshmukh, she wins the game. Let's quickly go back. We'll see Divya on screen. And
This is so beautiful to watch. We must